Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Got an interesting question, an interesting update from the NFL. Amari Cooper, Dallas Cowboys receiver, is set to be released this offseason. He's scheduled to make $20 million if he's on the Cowboys roster by a certain date. The Cowboys aren't going to let that happen because almost no receiver in the NFL has worked that $20 million tag, and it sure as well is not Amari Cooper, so he will be getting released by the Cowboys. That's going to put him in free agency. He's open to sign with any team he chooses. And you know where that's leading me. Obviously, the Saints need a wide receiver. Obviously, cap is an issue. But I've seen the Saints get creative before. I've seen stranger things happen in this NFL. I think the Saints should go after him. Obviously, the price tag won't be anywhere near $20 million. It'll have to be around, I believe, the $7 to $10 million range in free agency. Is it possible? I don't know. I'm not the cap guy. Leave that to Kai Harley and Mickey Loomis to make it happen. But I think if that number is around the $7-8 million range, it's definitely possible for the Saints to go after him and create some cap space. And this report is coming from Adam Schefter, Phil Yates, all of the top guys. Adam Schefter says Cowboys are likely, in quotation marks, to release wide receiver Amari Cooper by the start of the new league year. Per sources, Cooper is due $20 million in fully guaranteed money on the 5th day of the new league year, March 20th. Phil Yates released, the minute he's released, Amari Cooper is eligible to sign a deal anywhere else. He's 27 years old, has 4 1,000-yard seasons, elite wide runner, blah, 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 blah. He'll have a major market. Yes, I do believe he'll have a major market, but at 27, about to turn 28 years old, time for him to compete for a championship, man. Maybe the Saints give him that best opportunity. Obviously, with the quarterback situations, I don't know if he'll be, prone to look at the Saints, but I do think the Saints should go after him. I don't think this is the most likely scenario for Amari Cooper to even, get looked at by the Saints, but I've seen stranger things happen. Like I've said, man, hopefully he takes his time because the Saints have some restructuring to do, some extensions to get to and things like that. But the Saints need to at least take a look at it, see where his head at. If he's looking for $15 million a year, $16 million a year, then obviously the Saints are out that ball game. We can't afford that. I don't even think he's worth that, especially with Michael Thomas under a deal. But if you can get an offense with Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, Amari Cooper, still draft a receiver with that defense, now we're cooking. If you bring Jameis Winston back, have to take some packages, that's a team that I think can compete, for a Super Bowl, shore up that offensive line, and you can't name 5 teams better than the Saints in the NFL with that roster put together like that. So hopefully we just take a look at him. Hopefully he doesn't want $20 million or $15 million a year because, like I said, that obviously takes us out of it. This would definitely be interesting to watch, man. I can see him going to the Patriots or something like that, man. He seems like a Patriot guy. Honestly, they need a receiver over there. It's definitely a lot of teams, in the market for a receiver. Definitely a lot of teams with more money than the Saints to offer him. But I've seen Mickey Loomis, I've seen Kai Harley get super creative with that cap. Hopefully they can try to create something crazy, this time for Amari Cooper, because that would be a huge, huge get if you can get Amari Cooper on the Saints with that route running ability, pairing him with Michael Thomas, man. You got to pick your poison on the outside for receivers. That'll be a huge, huge get. Like I said, he's not worth nowhere near the $20 million that he's about to get, cut from making. But I will be keeping my eye on Amari Cooper this summer now that he's scheduled to be released. Like I said, this is a long shot. This is maybe a 2% chance of even, the Saints calling him and looking at him to see how much he's worth. But hey, it's the off season, man. Rumors are going to run wild. It's barely any news out there. I do think the Saints should take a look at him, even though it may not be possible to sign him under the contract restraints, under the salary cap constraints. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think the Saints should take a look at it? Is it possible? Is it not possible? Hey, first of all, anything's possible with those two guys in that GM office. So don't tell me it's not possible. If your only concerns are cap constraints, you can comment that below. But we know that we can get around those things, man. Salary cap is a myth. You can look at the Saints. You can look at the Rams. You can look at all these teams that's been in cap hell, hand quotations, and been able to get out of it, been able to sign guys, trade for guys, things like that. So maybe the Saints get lucky and solve the wide receiver problem before the NFL draft even comes, or maybe this is just me wasting my time. But Thank y'all for tuning in once again. It's the Boot Tragedies. Let me know what y'all think about Amari Cooper to the Saints. Is it a possibility? Can it happen? Cross your fingers. But it's the Boot Tragedies, and I'm out.